Greetings, everyone. Happy Monday. I'm sorry. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. All the days of the week are pretty much the same to me. I work from home. I'm home all the time mostly, and so um, the difference in the days of the week for me are that they all have different planetary energies. And so happy Friday, everyone. Hey, Jade Moonchild, how you doing, darling? Um, okay, so today is the day that Venus rules, and we are in our master nodal class. Um, hey Z, I just got off the phone with my astrologer talking about your chart. Just now, literally, I was talking about it this morning, so I'm so happy to see you here. You must have felt us talking about you. um, so today is a Venus day, and Venus is the planet that rules Friday. Venus is the planet of partnership. Venus is the planet of aesthetics. Venus rules Libra. I'm gonna give a lot of information today, and I have to um and so I suggest you guys take notes or come back and listen to the recording, or just whatever. But it just so the the reason for this course is so that we can begin to understand our connections intimately to the reality that we're in and use the information in practical ways. So, Venus is the planet that governs Libra, which is the constellation of marriage and partnership, or our relationship with one other person. Really, what that means is the mirror. So, Venus governs the mirror. And then in Taurus, it's about your sensory feelings. It's this Taurus is really about silence, like, you know, comfort and things, and so that's Venus. It's like your home and your things and how comfortable you are in your the things in your house. Cancer is your home, but Venus is the things in your house. um and so when we are in a Venus day, these things become impactful in our lives. And Venus is currently in Pisces, which creates an incredible feeling of compassion and empathy. And we need that right now because we see that the world is really having a fascinating time. So the more of us that can look with the eyes of love and look with the eyes of compassion and look with the eyes of justice. Venus is justice, right? So this is not about Venus is justice. So sometimes justice looks challenging. Sometimes justice looks like, you know, nature coming and burning shit down or washing shit away. That's justice also. Okay, so today is Venus Day. It's a Friday, so I invite you all to, if you appreciate the work that I'm doing here, if you are benefiting from it, I invite you to donate. And you can donate at my Cash App, which is $ Monique Ruffin, or you can donate at my Venmo, which is at sign Monique hyphen Ruffin, or you can donate at my PayPal, which is Monique C for Cassandra, but as in cat, Ruffin at gmail.com. And I appreciate it. Like, I really just appreciate it. I appreciate whatever you do, though. I don't just appreciate donations. I appreciate you saying thank you. I appreciate people who send me their music playlists. I appreciate people, I mean, like I'm in the process of reorganizing my home. So I don't always appreciate things. I have collected a lot of things as I have been reorganizing my home. I'm like, God dang it. I've lived in this apartment for 14 years and I have a lot of stuff and I don't need no more stuff. I really don't. And I'm talking to myself because, I have enough clothes, I have enough shoes, and I still got shit on the way. You know what I mean? Like, it really is a thing. So I don't necessarily need things, but when people really feel compelled to give me something, and it's from the heart, I will take it and I will wear it and I will, you know what I mean? Like, so I appreciate it all. And I am in the process now of really trying to, of really not trying to, of eliminating things from my environment because I have collected a lot of stuff as a student. Like, I've just been studying for the last um, 10 years, and I have books and I have everything. I have everything. And so and I'm grateful that I have been able to access as much as I have. Okay, and so thank you all for your donations ahead of time and all that sort of stuff. Okay, so today, our nodal work for today. So the nodes are in Virgo and Pisces, which means for the next 18 months, we're going to be doing the work to heal our outdated patterns and create more practical healing practices that allow us to live into who we truly are meant to be. It's like we have to set the stage. You have to create the environment in yourself, in your body, in your mind that allows you to become someone else. And that's what this work is about. It's the work that will set the tone for you to become who you're truly meant to be. It's really important that we understand that we live in a fake reality that called the West or America that has us functioning out of our true ways of being. Just imagine if a giraffe was walking around pretending like it was an ant. That's what we're doing as human beings. We have been hijacked. We have been put under a spell. We believe that we are someone that we are not. We believe that we are far lesser than we truly are. And this work is to help us remember, remember. And the remembering comes from your own relationship to yourself. You know, I am a trigger point, like, you know, a spark. But then if you do the work, you don't have to do exactly what I'm saying. Always take what works and leave the rest. That has been the greatest gift that I have given to myself as I've lived on this planet. I have been in many, many, many spaces studying, and I am able to go, this thing that they're teaching over here is good for me, and I'm going to be here doing this, and all that other shit over there, I don't give a fuck about. And I don't get involved in it. So, you know, and I have been in religious communities, open relating communities, education communities where it's 400 people and three of them are black. I have been in a lot of spaces where I have had to learn how to say, this part over here is for me and the rest of this shit is for y'all. You know what I mean? So do that with this. Take what works and leave the rest. And even if you just, it just gives you a foundation for your own experience to see how you can create your own system. Use it for that. And then all this other shit I'm doing, just be like, I don't need that, and know that, or follow it until you don't need it, you know, like, but know that this is about you. This is not about me. Okay. So we are we are up to reprogramming ourselves, and the nodes are geographical points of the moon, and the moon rules the water in the body. And we are, the greatest percentage of us is water, 70 to 80%. So if we follow the patterns of the moon, which programs the water, in the solar system, it will program the water in us. So that's what we're doing. We're reprogramming ourselves by following the moon and reprogramming our water. And how do we do that? By asking questions and practices and rituals and things that allow us to get deeper into ourselves, because water is in us. And so some of these practices are questions and embodiment, but it's really ultimately about reprogramming the way you see yourself, the way you see yourself. So I encourage you to journal, you know, like, you know, as you go out into the world, it's one thing to listen to me, but then as you go out into the world, see how the work is showing up for you. Like, are you having more synchronicities in your life? Are you, you know, I remember one time I was at Whole Foods on Fairfax. You guys who don't live here, that doesn't mean anything to you. But for those of you who are from here, you know what I'm talking about. Whole Foods on Fairfax. And I was standing in line about to pay for my food. And I was having a thought about something. And as I was thinking it, the person in front of me said it, the thing I was thinking. And I'm not in this moment, I don't completely remember what it was, but it was enough that I was like, did they just say the thing that I was thinking? Which showed me that my synchronicities were heightened, that my connection to the external world was awakening from inside of myself. I'm thinking it, they're saying it. And so that's why I'm telling you to pay attention. When you're out in the world, as you're doing this work, begin to pay attention to the synchronicities, to the signs, to the symbols, because that's the universe connecting with you, communicating with you, giving you messages. So, because you are reprogramming yourself, you are reprogramming yourself to your cosmic blueprint, because we have been put under a spell, programmed to be something that we are not. And when I didn't know this, like I could always feel it, but now that I've gotten so much further into the work, I see it so clear. I see how I was asleep. I see how I was believing things and really believing them, and I see how I was functioning on default and not even recognizing it. I see how I was so externally focused, like always thinking about the future and what other people thought of me. I see how those patterns were running me and creating structures in my system that were not beneficial to me. I can see it now. I can see the things that I was afraid of, and how now that they weren't worth being afraid of at all. They were just stories they were just stories. I see it now. They were karmic patterns. They were illusions that I had deeply bought into. I see it now. But before, I thought it was real. I thought it really mattered, how somebody felt about me, and or it mattered, like the story I was telling myself. Like all of these things are just made up stuff. And as we pull it back and question ourselves and get curious, new aspects of yourself come. And as you ask yourself questions. So Virgo is at the 29th degree, the south node in Virgo. The south node in Virgo means that we're going to be releasing. We're going to be releasing old patterns for 18 months. Virgo is healing. So this is patterns around health, your body, your ability to integrate new information, your ability to digest life. But it shows up in practical ways. Like, for me, it shows up in with constipation. Like I have a hard time digesting things because I um because the things that I'm taking in aren't for me. So then I can't digest them because they aren't for me. I am ingesting somebody else's perspective of me. And the thing that is most important for me to understand for myself is that I am a unique being. There's no one I can compare myself to. There is no one. There are aspects of others that show up in my reality, but as a totality, I am an individual, unique person. This is true for all of us. I'm not special. This is true for all of us. We do have similarities, but we are unique. And as the sun is in Aquarius, it's important that you begin to feel the thing that makes you unique. You got to feel it. You've got to feel it. And most of us have not cultivated. We've been feeling the thing that makes us the same, that makes us like everyone else. And that's a tribal that we do that for tribalism and survival. But as we're coming into the age of Aquarius, it's your individuality and your uniqueness that is going to activate your ability to thrive and survive. It won't be your sameness. It'll be the thing that makes you valuable is that you have uncovered your gifts, and now you can do the thing that nobody else can do, and we need that. You know what I mean? Like, it's like if we only have one screwdriver and three hammers and all these, but what we need is screwdrivers, and we only have one. You know what I mean? But we have all these screws that have to be unscrewed. You have to really learn to be yourself, and you have to feel it. You have to feel it, right? So today with Venus, it's a Venus day, and Venus is in Pisces, so it's not really easy to feel your individuality. It's not, because Pisces is empathy, and it means that we're all in the same boat and everybody feels the same thing. But you get to ask yourself, inside of yourself, what does it feel like to me? Don't listen to other people. Don't listen to other people's feelings and expressions in it. So, for instance, this morning I was on the phone with a friend of mine, and they were saying how they are so angry with the United States of America and so disappointed, and you know how horrible and disgusting, and I heard them, and then I said to them, I actually am not there. I was there 20 years ago. I've the things that you're just seeing that are disgusting you, I have always seen. I have never not seen. I have never not been able to see it. And so I'm actually quite at peace now. And typically I might have just aligned myself to them because that is their experience. I might have just mirrored myself to them because Venus says we are a mirror. And I might have just been like, yeah, I get it. But I said, no, I'm at peace. This finally makes sense to me. This is what I'm talking about. Can you hold your own frequency? What does it feel like to be true to your own codes in any circumstance and condition? Valentina, you're here. I see you. You're an Aquarius, so you guys kind of have an easy way at holding your own code. And the sun is in Aquarius. When's your birthday, darling? It's coming. If it hasn't happened already. So people who are Aquarians can do this. Aquarians and Leos, they have an easier time with this. But people who are Libra, Pisces, Cancer, we got to fight for it. Okay. We got to fight for it. You got to fight for it. Like, so for me, I'm a Virgo. I have to fight for my own feeling. You know what I mean? Like it's natural for me to just lean into other people's stuff. It's natural for me to just, you know, I was hanging out with a friend yesterday and we've been cleaning up my house and it's been so great. And we went to go eat some pizza and, I was full. I was full and I knew I was full. And they said, well, you know, do you want to take one of these pieces and split it and both of us have half of a whole piece? I knew I was full. I knew I was full. And then I watched myself say, yeah, I'll have another half because I'm just going to lean into their experience and have another slice because it's an experience for us. You know what I mean? I can mirror people easily. It's a very easy thing for me to do, but I see it now. I've been doing it for so long. It's such a natural function of who I am that I've never even seen that I do it. But now, yesterday I did it and I saw myself doing it. So now I see it and I know. So I can choose to do it or not. I could, now I know I can go, no, I'm okay, you know, but no, I'm okay creates another vibe in the space, right? It creates an experience of individuality. They wanted more pizza. I was full. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a thing, right? So, organizing chaos says this Libra is struggling. I feel everybody else's shit. Yeah. Book a session with me and come and you have to do things to support yourself with that. You can wear shungite, crystals to help you. There are herbs you can use for that. There are things you can do to, because the thing is, it's not everybody else's. It's also yours. It's not everybody else's. It's also yours. And if you can begin to define what is yours and what is not, then you and then the story you're telling, I feel everybody else's shit. When you say that, you make it true. You actually make it so. So if you start saying, I feel what is mine, I feel what is for me to feel, then that also is another way to recalibrate the energy. So today, while the sun is in Aquarius at the 4th degree, remember the moon, we're following the moon, and the moon reflects the light of the sun. That's what the moon is doing. The moon doesn't have any light of its own. It's reflecting the light of the sun. And so the sun is in Aquarius for the next 25 days. And that energy is about your rebelling, breaking free from the old constructs. Aquarius rules the part of the body between the ankles and the knees. Aquarius rules this part of your body, and it rules the eyes. So it's not what we're actually seeing, it's the function that allows you to see. That is Aquarius, the function that allows you to see. And when you understand that, light comes in through your and then bounces off and reflects. Light comes in, and then there's like a mirror back there. The mirror is holding your narratives and stories, and then that frequency pushes out your reality based upon the stories you're telling yourself, right? Because this is the higher mind and this is the pineal gland, and so the light comes in, and whatever you believe is, whatever you know is true, whatever your knowing is, gets projected out into your reality. And so that is ruled by Aquarius, okay? And so when we do this work, we are reprogramming ourselves. We're reprogramming the 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 area between our knee and our ankles. And so like I get massages on it. I massage it, and really, like, I got a massage. I have some knots in my calves that are so fucking tight. I was crying on the bed yesterday with the lady, but I need, like, I understand how the opportunity for me to change, I get it, and it has to happen in the body and the mind. Okay. And so then I do eye exercises where I just circle my eyes around in a few directions. I might do this for 3 or 4 minutes, circling, closing, circling, and giving myself permission to see new things, to perceive new realities. And I just let myself know it's okay. You're safe. You can perceive a new reality. You can perceive the future, because that's what Aquarius is. It's the future, y'all. Aquarius is the future. And the future has to come from within you. It doesn't come from outside of you. It comes from inside. The moon is in Sagittarius today. And so with the moon in Sag, it's about faith. It's about trust. It's about spiritual practice. So the practices that you put in place today that you do, maybe that's prayer, maybe that's, just some breathing, maybe that's being out in nature. The practices that you do today, burn a candle, something, it doesn't have to be a lot, y'all. It can be very simple. It's your intention. You might just set an intention to have faith and love yourself and know that wherever you are safe and all is well. You are covered and carried. Or to have faith that your steps are guided into the future that is the best one for you. Or to have faith that you can release old patterns that no longer serve you. I am releasing the pattern of giving up my own sense of self to make others feel comfortable, to make others to validate another's reality. I'm releasing that, and I have faith that I can do it, right? You have to believe in yourself. You have to know yourself. It's really Sagittarius, moon and Sag is about belief and faith, but Aquarius is about knowing. So there's the dance between the belief and the knowing. And you just pay attention to your life. Is there anything where you used to believe and now you know? Like um just ask, is there anything that I used to believe but now I know? And see what answers come up for you. So with that, you all, I'm going to get headed out. I'm going to the doctor to get a colonic today, because I've been really doing a lot to clean up my system, cleaning up my house, cleaning up my system. And I really thank you all in advance for any donations and, music playlists, love, whatever it is, because this is an opportunity for reciprocity. When we give to where we benefit from, when we give to where we benefit from, just in energy, you keep the reciprocity and it grows. And when you don't, you starve it. And so I know that me doing this class here without a paywall, my intention in doing it is to give the information because it's necessary. This information is not a part of the capitalistic system. It's not. It's this is humanity information. This is information for humanity. If we don't all grow, some of us can't grow while others fail. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't fucking work that way. Some of us can't thrive while others starve. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. This white supremacy capitalist way of being, it doesn't work where we are in competition because there is oneness. So when we harm another, we actually are harming ourselves ultimately. When we give to another, we are giving to ourselves. So that's why I'm doing this. I'm setting a precedent that we get to love one another and love ourselves, and everybody benefit and everybody wins. It's enough for everybody to win. So with that, thank you. My Cash App is $ Monique Ruffin. My Venmo is @ Monique Ruffin. My PayPal is Monique C Ruffin @gmail.com. And any other ways, I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you. Peace and blessings. Bye bye.